Well, I can't remember exactly when the email came in. However, it came in, I think in December, maybe even November. And I was contacted by a company and asking if I would be willing to do a review of their product. And that was it. So I thought long and hard on this. And ultimately, I decided to go ahead and I was like, okay, I'm going to do, yeah, I'll do this. I'll review your product. So what is this product? Well, if you look closely, yes, the product is Sunday. You know, the mail order lawn care program. I actually just thought I was gonna get like, you know, a couple of sample pouches. Actually, I ended up getting the entire like 1 year subscription. So that's my first package. I get 2 more. We're gonna see how it goes. Now this first package, I haven't opened it yet. Well, I opened it to blot out my address. Other than that, I haven't delved deep inside, so we're gonna do that here in a second. One thing I'm doing is we're gonna do it in the backyard. The ryegrass back here, I purposely have not been doing anything to it. Outside of this area here, which you can't even tell there was snow mold there. Wow, and I never talked about that. I never will either. I've purposely left the backyard untreated. Yeah, untreated's the way you can see. I want to let all the existing nutrients from what I've applied last year, late into the fall, I wanted that gone. I have an initial treatment and it's still early enough here. It's March 1st. Today is March 1st. I haven't done the soil sample yet because I haven't opened it, but we're gonna do that on this video. And then once the Bermuda wakes up, we'll then continue on with the program and half the yard will be treated with the Sunday products. The other half will be treated with what I typically do. So we're gonna do a 50-50 of the lawn. I'll divvy it up in the second treatment. I want to keep it fair. Like my lot's at a weird angle to the sun, and I want to make sure that the areas I'm testing are receiving equal amounts of sun, shade, you know, all that fun stuff, you know, the nitty-gritty details. So I'm going to figure that out and probably have to take the drone up and draw arrows and do math. Love math. So let's get over now and let's open this box and see what's inside. Okay, here it is. Well, yeah, this is it. We have the support information, invoice here. Part of the kit, I've actually received a bottle of their Weed Warrior and their Dandelion Doom along with it. I also get the soil test kit, starter tools kit, 2 sprayers. So we have that good bit. Have the instructions for this shipment here. It's actually pretty cool, and it's a lot of what, you know, everyone says is like, get your yard size and know what you have. They do it for you, or sort of. And I say sort of only because they've never been in my lawn. They're just looking at an outdated satellite image shot. Yeah, like I don't do this bit here, and well, a lot's changed. But other than that, it's pretty cool. They have like, you know, zone 1 and zone 2. So that's awesome. And yeah, it goes over the whole plan. Next up, we have the basic instructions. Dirt first, yeah. All right. Feeding the grass, yeah. You do have to, you know, that's the point of fertilizer, is to give nutrients to the grass. Water deep, yeah. I'm talking, this is basic entry level. I'm talking run of the mill stuff. Yeah, you water deep and, you know, infrequently. Mow high. You're gonna have to change that Sunday. We need to talk about that. Weed control, yeah. Best defense against weeds is, you know, a healthy, thriving lawn. Well, thank you. And then they paid the dog tax. So appreciate the dog tax. First box here. So we have, you know, 2 sprayers. That's pretty cool. Then there's this guy. I think maybe it's for part of the soil test. I'm like, the holes are about 1 inch spaced. I honestly don't know what this is, but we'll figure it out. Up next, Wildflower seed blend. And if you all watched my pre-emergent video where I hinted about something's coming towards the end when I cut back in from actually applying pre-emergent. This is another hint, and it wasn't from this. This is just a happy surprise. Next up here is soil sample box. So we have a little bag to fill the soil amount with and a box to ship it in. The labs are in Ohio. I know some nice people in Ohio, but man, hopefully the drivers don't take this thing out on the way. The pouch comes in a cardboard sleeve, then it's bagged, and then in the bag. So I got to give them hats off for that. That's actually really good packaging. This here, I have 2 bags of this stuff. Each bag covers 5,000 square feet. This is a 2602. So 12.8% urea, 1.86 ammoniacal, 1.6 nitrate. Oh, boom, baby, boom. And this was called the Mighty Green. This guy leaked a little bit. Uh-oh. That's why they put it in a bag. But now this here's Weed Warrior. It says it's an herbicidal soap. Now this last bit is their Dandelion Doom. Oh yeah, so it's pretty much iron. So I guess this guy's for the soil test. Might have to make sure the wife's not around though. Get the, what is it called? The apple corer. Because that's what I used last year and it worked really, really well. Didn't get down to like 6 inches, but it got down to like 4. I'm using the wife's apple corer because it worked really well last year and she didn't know that I used it. Oh, we're gonna get a sample from this little bitsy bits. Okay, on to the next area. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more from the backyard and then we are going to move and I'm gonna pull some from the front yard as well. Just want to get a good even representation, even though I'm not planning on using any of this in the front yard. There is a good chance, and I'm just kind of curious. I like having everything. I'm skipping this area back here because there's not going to be grass there in a couple months anyway. So, okay, we're done now with the backyard. Got a good cup. This guy's rocking strong. Wife's texting me. Uh-oh, she must know. Okay, we got the soil test done with the soil test probe. That came from my kitchen that's used to core my apples. Okay, I got my bucket, and now surprisingly finding a lot of that biodegradable netting that's only supposed to last like a year or so, and it's been down for 10. Yeah, good job. Bam. Soil test is ready to go. So we have the soil test ready to go. In the box, just need to tape up the edges. I need to spray one of those pouches on the backyard. However, that has to wait because my son's playing back here right now. And I know they show in the commercials that, you know, you can spray that, but I don't do that. I don't ever spray anything when my kids or my pets are in the backyard. So that's going to wait till another day, probably one day this week. And then we wait for the soil test. That hopefully shouldn't take too long. I figure like a week or so. It took like maybe 5 to 7 business days last year to get my soil test. So I'm anticipating the same, and they'll email me when the results are ready. When those come back, we will take a look at those, and then we will take a look at what that Mighty Green did to this mighty green backyard. It looks really good right now. It's a little on the lime side, but that's because I haven't done anything to it since I think November. It's had nothing. It had the peptides there for snow mold, which had a little bit of nitrogen in it. But other than that, it's had no real feedings, and it's been growing all winter long. And now that we're a couple weeks away from spring, it's still growing, and it's growing and growing. And I'm gonna give the rye one last hoorah before we kill it. Because that's what we do. From what I've seen so far, I'm impressed with the packaging. Granted, the Weed Warrior did have a little leaky, but I dumped that bag out on that guy there. So we'll see what happens. There wasn't a whole lot in there that leaked out, but we'll see what happens. Smelt terrible, like ammonia and all sorts of other good stuff, but we'll see what happens. And we'll see the results together, and we can go from there. So, it's Mike, your real low dad. I have to go put up all that garbage now because I've been in the yard all day since like 10 o'clock. So, let me go put this up. The shed is still not clean. Never will be. But yeah, cool. Y'all have a good one, and we will see you again soon.